yeah. Grand risings to everybody, man. Grand risings to everybody. Y'all know I like my early starts, man. You know what I'm saying? I like to stream before all the crazy people wake up, man. You know what I'm saying? Before all the radical people wake up, man. You know what I'm saying? Salute, salute. One time, we got to give it up to the internal most high, the spiritual, y'all, plus the ancestors, the universe, good energy, good vibes, good folks. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm happy today, y'all. I'm happy. Who cares? I'm waiting on you. I'm waiting on you. Who cares? You said you was up early. You said you was up early. You said you wanted to talk. Let's go. Get your latte and get your bate in here, sir. Let's go. Who cares? Yes, sir. We on it this morning. We on it, man. We on it this morning, man. Yes, yes, man. Yes, yes. So many things to talk about, man. I definitely want to talk about this little clip of Nick Fuentes I've been seeing. We're gonna be discussing Anton Daniels, Corey Holcomb, what happened on the 5150 show. You know, man, there's lots to talk about, man. We always end up talking about lots of other things too that's not in the title. So I mean, shoot, if you come in, you might as well stick around, make yourself known, hit that like button, subscribe button as you come in, and well, enjoy the conversation in a safe space. Cause in this platform, on this channel, in this space right here, man, listen, everyone's opinion is at least food for thought. You know what I mean? Unless you come in here just being racist and too radical or whatever, man, like we value everybody's opinion, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. That's what it is, man. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Man, man, oh man. It's been what a ride, man. What a ride, man. Let me tell y'all this first and foremost, man. To people who are going through something and it seems like you will never find your way out, and it seems like these things are just spawning back to back, you know what I mean? Grand rising, you know what I'm saying? Power to you. You know what I mean? Make yourself known, hit that like button, come on in, welcome to the platform. You know what I mean? But as I was saying, as you continue to go through things and it seems like things just keep kind of spawning on top of other things, and it all plays out in such like a negative way, almost like borderline brink of depression. It's like people tell you, hold on, fight, stay in the fight, never give up, stay focused. You know what I mean? Man, there's power in words, man. There's power in words, because I woke up to a blessing this morning that I was able to share with the co-host of my show, Brother in the Cut. You know what I mean? Muhammad, what's good? What's good? Like just for you and the Kobe poster in the back, brother, man. Hey, you know what it is. Hey, and I got to say, go you, man. Y'all know what day it is, man. You know what I'm saying? I got the attire on. I got my flag draped behind me. I'm going to put it on my truck today, y'all. It's all about the you today. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Go you. Go you. Y'all check it out, man. As y'all come in, hit that like button and subscribe button. I want to thank everybody for coming in and being consistent. They playing Indiana. They're playing in a big game today. The big game is today against Indiana. Mm-hmm. But I want to thank everybody for being consistent, you know what I mean, and for supporting the platform and being there, because I woke up to some good news this morning, but I'm trying to wait until we get a few people in here to actually break that news to everyone. But listen, there's always light at the end of the tunnel. Stay focused, you know what I mean? And just never give up, because anything can happen, man. Anything is possible. Never count yourself out, you know what I'm saying, when the universe is trying to count you in. And stand, never try to fit in when you should be busy trying to stand out. You understand what I'm saying? You know, thank you, brother. Thank you, brother. I can't wait to break this news to y'all, man. I'm just trying to wait till there's a lot of people in here. Muhammad, man, why aren't you a moderator yet, man? Muhammad, why aren't you a moderator? Guess what? Guess what? I've been slipping on my pimping, huh? I've been slipping on my pimping, huh? But yeah, man, it's just important, man, to never give up, man. Like if you got a goal set in your mind, if you are born with a talent, a God-given talent, not a trade, not something you had to train for, not something you had to go to school to learn. A God-given talent. I don't care if you sing, if you write, if you draw, if you speak well, if you run fast. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it is, that God-given talent is actually your way out of your struggles. Think about it. We punch a clock every day and we are talented people and we train to do other people's job so to make them money. But we never exploit and expose our own talents to get us by, to have our own payroll, to end our struggles. Think about it, y'all. This is why they call America the plantation, because everyone spends their entire life working for someone else to make a living and then you're barely getting by. But what if you had sponsored your very own talent? What if you had exploited your very own talent? What if you had went after that idea that you generated out of the blue that you never thought that people would get behind? And I mean, if you have a goal set in mind, if you have a vision, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, kings and queens, I'm telling y'all, follow that vision. Don't let anything or anyone discourage you. Anything or anyone discourage you. Lots of times we'll let finances discourage us. You can't, because there's always someone out there who is going to endorse you or sponsor you or recognize you or point you in the right direction. You understand what I'm saying? It's just important to, this is the year right here, man, to get it right. The struggle ends this year. This is the year right here, man, for everybody to get it right. The struggles end, but it ends when you start putting that faith in yourself, when you start backing yourself, when you take that leap of faith. You know what I'm saying? When somebody asks you, when somebody tells you to jump, damn it, touch the moon. But touch the moon for your damn self. Touch the moon for your damn self, man. You know what I'm saying? Remember, the sky is the limit. You can't shoot for the ceiling. The ceiling is the limit. The ceiling is the limit. So many good things going on, man. There's so many good things going on. But I want to touch on this Nick Fuentes thing, man. And we're going to be talking about Corey Holcomb and Anton Daniels and everything that took place. You know what I'm saying? I needed to hear this morning. I've been on the grind for years. For this, I am going to the moon. Exactly. Go to the moon, bro. Go to the moon. It's possible. I want to put it out there so bad, but I'm just waiting until we get a few people in here. You know what I mean? And this is something that I've kind of shared it with my co-host, but I haven't physically face-to-face shared it because it may be a tearful moment. You know what I mean? It may be a tearful moment. I just want everyone to be inspired and stay focused, man. You know what I'm saying? I want people to know that even though we may see ourselves as mediocre, average Joes, you know what I'm saying? You have a calling. You have a calling. You have a calling. There's something about you that the world needs. There's something about you that the ancestors, that birth, that the universe, that the higher powers gave you, that the world needs. Think about it, man. Think about some of the world's greatest artists. And I'm not talking about music artists. I'm actually talking about the art of drawing. Think about your Michelangelos and your Da Vinci's. Think about if they had never picked up a paintbrush or never picked up a pencil and a drawing and a pad, man, a sketch pad. Think about it. Think about a Whitney Houston that never picked up a microphone. Think about it. Think about it. Think about it, man. Think about if Elvis had never picked up a microphone. These type of things, man. Think if Bob Marley had never picked up a microphone. If Tupac had never picked up a microphone. You know what I mean? These type of things right here, man, is what we need to focus our energy on. And it's what we need to draw strength from, because these are the things that inspire growth, man. You know what I'm saying? When you have a plan to be the man, there's nothing else to understand. When you have a plan to be the man, there's nothing else to understand. Muhammad, if you got a plan to be the man, then there's nothing else to understand. Real talk. Real talk, man. Like good things are happening, bro. Good things are happening. You know, good things are happening. But I want to get into this little piece, you know what I mean, with Nick Fuentes. You know, I ain't gonna wait too long. I'm gonna go ahead and get in it, you know. Everybody that's coming in later, we could play catch up. We could play catch up, but let's go. So I got this off of Street Media TV 215. You know what I mean? Dabba dabba doo, know what I mean? That's what's up. Dabba dabba doo, know what I mean? So this comes from Street Media TV 215. Y'all go subscribe to Street Media, man, because I'm always on Street Media. I have a big time plan, brother, man. Pray for, hey, you already got this. You already got this. You already got this, man. You already got this. Trust me, you already got this.
Nick Fuentes may finally be in trouble. He may finally blow it. Now, you know, Nick Fuentes, he's made his bones online, disrespecting the black community, talking down on black people, you know, like they all have. You know, he would go on there with Myron. He came, you know, he did his rounds with Candace Owens. You know, all of the sellouts, right? You know, and at some point, they all start to turn on each other. The ship is leaking oil, and Nick Fuentes, he went and said something crazy, right? And I'm not going to say
always does.
A lot of these guys feel this way. Jeffrey Epstein, we all know what was going on in Epstein Island with those underage children and stuff like that. Well, this dude got on here and said some of the weirdest stuff, man.
This whole pedo thing, it's like, really, I don't want to be the one that has to say it, but I guess I'm being forced to say it. It's not really okay. They weren't trafficking 5-year-olds. It was like they were technically not legal. Big difference, in my opinion. I know that's a controversial take.
Now, he's who I always thought he was. Now, y'all got to remember, Epstein.
Ready, set, go. Did y'all just hear that? Did y'all want me to run that back? Did y'all hear what Nick Fuentes just said? Did y'all hear what Nick Fuentes just said about these little children, man? Y'all hit that like button on the way in, please. Like button, subscribe button. This is a safe space. You know what I'm saying? We talk about things, but we have to code things to be respectful and stay within the YouTube community guidelines. But man, everybody's opinion is at least food for thought up in here, man. There's no disrespect up in here, so we don't bring any disrespect in here. Please hit that like button. But let's run that back one more time. Listen to what Nick said about the age difference of these girls. We call them the EpiPen, y'all. The EpiPen, because we have to watch what we say on YouTube. So shout out to Mr. Let Go. You know what I'm saying? I'm borrowing your lingo. You know, I got EpiPen and IHOP. All of that comes from Mr. Let Go on YouTube, who's covering lots of stuff with Charlie Kirk, Erica Kirk, the whole investigation, Tyler Robinson, you know what I mean? He's tied to Candace Owens. There's a lot going on. But anyways, let me play this back, man, because this is a special type of sickness right here, man. This is a special type of sickness right here. Can we hit the like button, ladies and gentlemen? It's not going to hit you back, I promise. We're able to get more people in the live if you come in and hit that like button. It takes nothing to hit that like button, ladies and gentlemen. Leave a comment. I'll read your comment. We can chop it up. We can talk. But please and thank you. I need everyone to at least hit that like button, okay?
He finally blew it. Now, you know, Nick Fuentes, he's made his bones online, disrespecting the black community, talking down on black people, you know, like they all have. You know, he would go on there with Myron. He came, you know, he did his rounds with Candace Owens. You know, all of the sellouts, right? You know, and at some point, they all start to turn on each other. The ship is leaking oil, and Nick Fuentes, he went and said something crazy, right? And I'm not going to say stupid because
y'all watch what Nick Fuentes says. Watch how he defends this whole underage thing that certain demographic of people have going on. You know what I mean? I have to watch how I say things. I say car seats. Y'all know what go in car seats. So on this platform, if y'all hear me say car seats, and if y'all hear me say driving in traffic with car seats, come on, read between the lines. Let's go.
Jeffrey Epstein, we all know what was going on in Epstein Island with those underage children and stuff like that. Well, this dude got here and says some of the weirdest stuff, man.
This whole pedo thing, it's like, really, I don't want to be the one that has to say it, but I guess I'm being forced to say it. It's not really okay. They weren't trafficking 5-year-olds. It was like they were technically not legal. Big difference.
It wasn't. Oh my God. We have to watch what we say. It wasn't PDF, y'all, because they weren't driving in traffic with 5-year-olds, but yet the car seats still weren't legal. 14, 15-year-old car seats. And they're trying to drop the legal age of consent down to 14 years old, ladies and gentlemen. Did y'all hear what the virgin Nick Fuentes just said? That's right, 27-year-old Christian virgin. Did y'all hear what he just said? Who can defend that? Is that right? Is that really their mindset, that it's okay to mess with these little underage? Yeah, what do you call that? What do you call it? Let's run it back one more time, because I'm not making this up. What do you call it?
Nick Fuentes may finally be in trouble. He may finally blew it. Now, Nick Fuentes, he's made his bones online, disrespecting the black community, talking down on.
Y'all go subscribe to Street Media TV 215, man. I'm using his content right now. I'm just not showing it.
Black people, like they all have. He would go on there with Myron. He came, he did his rounds with Candace Owens. All for the sellouts, right?
Y'all listen to how he specifies. It wasn't like it was 5-year-olds, but they still were technically not legal. So what technically is the illegal difference? You know what I'm saying? What is the difference, man? This is sick.
At some point, they all start to turn on each other. The ship is leaking oil, and Nick Fuentes, he went and said something crazy, right? And I'm not going to say stupid, because a lot of these guys feel this way. Jeffrey Epstein, we all know what was going on in Epstein Island with those underage children and stuff like that. Well, this dude got on here and said some of the weirdest stuff, man.
This whole pedo thing, it's like, really, I don't want to be the one that has to say it, but I guess I'm being forced to say it. It's not really okay. They weren't trafficking 5-year-olds. It was like they were technically not legal. Big difference, in my opinion. I know that's a controversial take.
Now,
we don't care about your opinion.
Now, y'all gotta remember, Epstein's youngest victim was 11 years old. And remember, he was on house arrest, I think down there in Florida, if I remember, because I remember doing those videos. And then he was brought to the Virgin Islands, where he had to, he basically had to stand some type of trial for that girl. Y'all remember?
11 years old. His youngest victim was 11 years old. Nick Fuentes is now saying that he don't consider that age to be qualified as being labeled
the issue
PDF.
is not that they were barely legal teens, which is what it is. It's horrendous. It's awful. It's okay. Relax. No, the issue is that Epstein is a spy, probably working with Israel. That's
to Nick Fuentes. What he just said about EpiPen being a spy is bigger than a 66-year-old man being involved with someone as young as the age 11. He just said on record himself that he does not consider that PDF because it's not like they were 5 years old. They were just technically still not legal. Doesn't that technically still make it illegal? This is sick. This is sick. This is sick. I think we just watched all the racists leave the building because even they can't get behind this. They were probably here to troll, and they all just and hard butt because there's nothing they can say to defend this. There's nothing anyone can say to defend that, man. There's nothing anyone can say. That is sick. That's like, normally, well, y'all probably wouldn't know, but let me tell you, Muhammad, You know what I'm saying? But being black, when you walk past certain demographic of people, you'll see them lock their doors and you'll see them hold their bags and their purses a little tighter, like you intend to bring harm and affliction to them. Based on what Nick Fuentes just said and how they feel about these children and how they're trying to drop the legal age of sexual consent for children down to 14 years old for grown men to hide this PDF stuff. Now it makes me more self-conscious when I'm out in public and I see, so I got my children and whatnot. Man, don't pull your bags when y'all see these people coming. Pull your children to you. Hold your children tight. Hold your children tight, man. Because this is sick right here, man. This is sick. How can you look at someone 14, 15 years old and say that they are sexually mature enough to procreate illegally? I'm trying to watch my words. This is nasty, it's filthy. With older people, whether it's a younger son and an older woman or younger daughter and an older man, there's still a problem. There's still a problem. That is sick. That is sick. For the people who just coming in, I'm going to play this clip again because I really want your opinions. But as you come in, let's be genuine and nice enough to hit that like button, ladies and gentlemen. You know what I'm saying? That's essentially what moves these lives through the algorithm to attract more people to make it a better and you know what I'm saying, conversation. A better live. I'm going to let Nick finish his thoughts real quick, though.
Spy probably working with Israel. That's the dilemma there. He's working with Israeli intelligence.
So after he makes these comments, Candace Owens, she comes out and says Jeffrey Epstein was sent 12-year-old triplets, girls from a poor family as a birthday present for his French Edo friend Jean-Luc Brunel. He did, bad things to girls as young as 11. This is quite literally pre-pubescent for most girls. What the F are we even doing here, right? Then somebody at the bottom said, I think Nick got a call a few months ago.
What are we doing? Why are we even having these type of conversations? How as grown men do you think to have these conversations about little underage children in this fashion? You're not talking about opening schools and building playgrounds and donating clothes and benefits to the families and struggling households. No, you're talking about in order to increase your birth rate, you want to drop the age of consent down so that you can sexually procreate with people who are underage. Make it make sense. So y'all grown white women can't have babies? You have fertility clinics. If we got Planned Parenthood, y'all got fertility clinics, I'm sure. This is crazy. IHOP is the root of all evil in the planet right now. I agree. Muhammad, you know how we roll. I agree, man. This is sick, man. This is sick, sadistic, and twisted in every way possible. I want someone to argue that. I want to hear someone try to support that. That is ridiculous. That is nasty. It's filthy. He said it shouldn't be labeled as PDF because it's not like the girls were 5 years old. He said they were still just barely not legal. What is the difference? And these same people are trying to drop the age of consent down to 14? So you're going to resolve your birth rate decrease conundrum by dropping the legal age of sexual consent for minor down to the age of 14. So you can, that's what I'm saying. And they're backing it. They are using babies just to frame politicians, S-wording them. How nasty. Yes. You hear it. You heard who they said EpiPen's youngest victim, the age, 11. He sent triplets to someone. Man, listen to this again, man. I'm gonna let the whole thing play. This is a discussion that really shouldn't be a discussion, but I guess they've made it a discussion. This is sick, man. If y'all got children, you know what I mean? I don't know how y'all just popping y'all heads in and out of this live right here, because this is serious. This is serious. If y'all got children, if y'all got little daughters, man, you know what I'm saying? Come on, man. Listen to this nonsense.
Nick Fuentes may finally be in trouble. He may finally blow it. Now, Nick Fuentes, he's made his bones online, disrespecting the black community, talking down on black people, like they all have. He would go on there with Myron. He came, he did his rounds with Candace Owens, all of the sellouts, right? And at some point, they all start to turn on each other. The ship is leaking oil, and Nick Fuentes, he went and said something crazy, right? And I'm not going to say stupid because a lot of these guys feel this way. Jeffrey Epstein, we all know what was going on in Epstein Island with those underage children and stuff like that. Well, this dude got on here and said some of the weirdest stuff, man.
This whole pedo thing, it's like, really, I don't want to be the one that has to say it, but I guess I'm being forced to say it. It's not really okay. They weren't trafficking 5-year-olds. It was like they were technically not legal. Big difference.
It's not a big difference.
In my opinion. I know that's a controversial take.
Now, he's who I always thought he was. Now, y'all got to remember, Epstein's youngest victim was 11 years old. And remember, he was on house arrest, I think down there in Florida, if I remember, because I remember doing those videos. And then he was brought to the Virgin Islands where he had to, he basically had to stand some type of trial for that girl. Y'all remember?
But that's not really the issue there. Okay? The issue is not that they were barely legal teens.
That is
which
the issue.
Is what it is. It's horrendous. It's awful. It's okay. Relax. No, the issue is that Epstein is a spy, probably working with Israel. That's the dilemma there. He's working with Israeli intelligence.
So after he makes these comments, Candace Owens, she comes out and says Jeffrey Epstein was sent 12-year-old triplets, girls from a poor family as a birthday present for his French Edo.
12-year-old triplet girls, he sent them as a gift for a birthday present to one of his friends. I'm about to throw up in my mouth, man. This is a very uncomfortable discussion right here, man. And then it piggybacks off of what I was saying in the very last live, that we are so prone to wanting to address things in a foreign sense, to where we don't take care of our domestic doctrines right here, our domestic problems right here. Now, we have a problem right here with children missing, right? With people driving in traffic with car seats, if you feel me. Y'all know what go in car seats. You know what I mean? Y'all know what go in car seats. And you're not going to take care of that problem here. But you want to go abroad and blame someone for being a spy for IHOP. Like that's more important than the lives of these young people here. Make this make sense, man. Make this make sense, man. I can't be the only one getting this, man. And the fact that they're trying to drop the legal age of consent down to 14 in several states right now, to address their birth rate decrease conundrum, their problem, that is a problem, man. How do these people think, man? How? Now think about how many politicians were linked to EpiPen. Y'all just heard that himself. All right, Holcomb Fooey says they need to stop the cover-up of Anthony's laptop and Pizzagate. I agree. But, man, this thing is big, man. This thing is big, man. Like, I feel sorry for our minors, our children right now, because they are not safe. Allegedly, man, they are being stalked. They are being profiled, man. Allegedly, man. I got to watch how I say this. But these people have a sick way of looking at children. They don't look at children with endearment of raising a child and picking a child up from school and taking care of a child and feeding a child and protecting a child. They're looking to take advantage of these children in the most promiscuous, in the most volatile manner as possible. This is disgusting, y'all. This is disgusting. This is disgusting. This is disgusting. Just joining in, thumbs up. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, who cares? I try to let you know I was on, my man. I was all at the beginning of the live, like, who cares? I just got done. You know what I'm saying? Talking to you in the comment box. I'm on. Let's go, brother. Let's go get your latte. Bring your bate. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, this is sick, man. This is sick, man. This is sick, man. And the fact that he says that the biggest problem out of the two is EpiPen may actually allegedly be a spy for IHOP. That's bigger than the fact that y'all listen to this one more time, man. You can't make this up. Who cares? Listen to this. All right. Y'all go to Street Media TV 215, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all go subscribe to that brother. Cause I'm using this content.
Nick Fuentes may finally be in trouble. He may finally blew it. Now, you know, Nick Fuentes, he's made his bones online, disrespecting the black community, talking down on black people. You know, like they all have. You know, he would go on there with Myron. He came. You know, he did his rounds with Candace Owens. You know, all of the sellouts, right? You know, and at some point they all start to turn on each other. The ship is leaking oil, and Nick Fuentes, he went and said something crazy, right? And I'm not gonna say stupid because a lot of these guys feel this way. Jeffrey Epstein, we all know what was going on in Epstein Island with those underage children and stuff like that. Well, this dude got on here and said some of the weirdest stuff, man.
This whole pedo thing, it's like, really, I don't want to be the one that has to say it, but I guess I'm being forced to say it. It's not really okay. They weren't trafficking 5-year-olds. It was like they were technically not legal. Big difference, in my opinion. I know that's a controversial take.
Now, he's who I always thought he was. Now, y'all gotta remember, Epstein's the youngest victim.
This is a 27-year-old virgin man who's mixed with Italian, white, and Spanish, I believe, Mexican. Who's a Christian, by the way, who says that he's saving himself for marriage, who has given signs of being effeminate and steering towards the course of the alphabet community. This guy saying this about your daughters, your underage daughters, man. That's the best I could put it. All right, Muhammad says, have you ever seen pictures of missing children at Walmart, at every Walmart in the U.S.? No, you'd be surprised who was backing a lot of this stuff. We know who owned Walmart. Sam Walton, right? His reputation wasn't squeaky clean. It wasn't squeaky clean. One of the biggest racists ever. This has always been a part of that demographic of people's lineage. And notice I say demographic of people. Demographic of people. Because sure, there's people who look like Nick Fuentes, but they don't think and act like Nick Fuentes. That's where your demographic comes in. This is mental health. This is sick, y'all. This is sick, y'all. If y'all have that Life 360 app on your phones, on your smartwatches, you better make sure it's accurate. Know where your children are at all times. Know who your children are around, man. And we're at the point now in this modern day time to where you shouldn't trust your kids even around adults, man, because you don't know the mind frames of these adults. This right here is sick, man. And he's going to go on and say some other things. I'm going to let him expose himself, and then we'll get into some other things. But I really want to talk about this because, man, we've heard all these cold words, hot dogs, cold pizza, and all this other stuff. We know, we heard about Pizzagate, allegedly. We've heard about these rings. We've heard about the Romanian angels with Erica Kurt in Romania, the orphanage. We've heard of EpiPen. We know Trump rolled with him. We know there's lots of people involved in this. I got to watch what I say. But man, oh man, I'm going to let him finish. Who cares says, well, the Republican Party is kind of known for having a bunch of download and grinder app crashes everywhere Republican convention is at. Pathetic. I don't even think this is a Republican Democrat problem. It's a political problem, but it's not a one party problem. This is a problem with a lineage of people. The mindset. I just shared with y'all what Thomas Jefferson did to Sally Hemings when she was 12 to 14 and she was a slave girl and Thomas Jefferson owned slaves. He constantly raped this underage girl to the point where she bears 6 children from him. They're all in Cleveland, Ohio. You can look up the Jefferson and Hemings Foundation, and you can see proof of what I'm telling you. So this goes way back, man.
Now y'all gotta remember, Epstein's youngest victim was 11 years old. And remember, he was on house arrest, I think down there in Florida, if I remember, because I remember doing those videos. And then he was brought to the Virgin Islands where he had to, he basically had to stand some type of trial for that girl. Y'all remember?
But that's not really the issue there. Okay? The issue is not that they were barely legal teens, which is what it is. It's horrendous. It's awful. It's okay, relax. No, the issue is that Epstein is a spy, probably working with Israel. That's the dilemma there. He's working with Israeli intelligence.
So after he makes these comments, Candace Owens, she comes out and says Jeffrey Epstein was sent 12-year-old triplets girls from a poor family as a birthday present for his French.
He sent 12-year-old triplet young girls from a poor family as a birthday present to one of his friends. So he blessed this poor family by buying their triplet daughters to send them to... Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God, man. I can't be the only one hearing this and getting this. I can't be the only one. And I'm not going to allow anyone to break this up into party affiliation when it comes to this, because that's not what they do with our community. See, when it's black, it's black. But when it looks like non-black, then it's broken up into moderate, liberal, conservative. No, 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 no. And I'm not saying it's all white people. It's not. You know what I'm saying? This ain't a white folk problem, because we know good white folks. You know what I'm saying? Who cares? Good folks. You know what I'm saying? So I rock with good folks. But this is a lineage problem, man. We were just discussing in the live yesterday how the Vaticans and the popes and the cardinals and all these people were known for doing the same thing to underage boys, allegedly. And come on, man. This is a problem. This is a problem. Remember I was telling y'all about 2977? 29% of all middle-aged white men, 41 years old and up, that work blue-collar jobs, that have license certificates, that are judges and all these type of things, catch the most time for S crimes and bothering children and animals and raping women. It is true. Look it up. Look it up. Look it up. This right here confirms it. And now you throw in the fact that they're actually considering dropping the legal age of consent down to the age of 14. And you just heard Nick say that they were still technically barely legal. How are you almost 30 years old and you are looking at someone who are about 14, 15 years old and like you're licking your lips, oh, just barely legal? No, they're all the way legal. Nasty ass. No one sees a problem with this, man. No one sees a problem with this. This is normal. It's not normal to black people. You don't. You are right about that. Unfortunately, it's way worse than anyone can imagine. Yes, who cares? It is. This is serious. This is why I chose to talk about this before I brought up Corey Holcomb and Anton Daniels. Now, that should still be a fun discussion, but this right here has outstanding precedence over what we're going to be discussing with Corey Holcomb and Anton Daniels. This right here can save a life. This right here can draw awareness. This right here needs to be exposed. Ladies and gentlemen, as y'all come in, please hit that like button. You know what I mean? You're sitting around in the conversation. At least you can do is hit that like button, be part of the conversation. There's no way that you would want someone doing this to your daughters, to your underage children, to your nieces, nephews, grandbabies, no nothing. So it's a discussion that needs to be had. And it's something that needs to be brought to light. So we're doing the work. We're having the discussion. I need everyone else to hit that like button so that this live stream can be pushed through the algorithm and we could bring more people in to join the discussion. This is an awareness, man. This is an awareness. Y'all have children in your families at some point, whether they're grandbabies or nephews and nieces, or whether they're your siblings or whether they're your children. Right now, it's about protection. I went to Catholic school, and I know that multiple priests did S crimes against boys in our school. See what I'm saying? Shout out to Paul. And good morning to you, Paul. Salute, Paul. You know, salute. But this is serious, man. While everyone's trying to downplay this, and while they're trying to keep all these files and stuff hidden and redacted, and they're trying to protect certain people, man, we need to know who the hell those people are so we know how the hell to protect our children, man. They say it takes a village to raise a child, right? Well, we're the village. We're going to let these people just waltz in here, indoctrinate our children, take advantage of our children, change laws where they could benefit taking advantage of the children, allegedly. Come on, man. And y'all going to stand with this, man? No one's going to speak up. No one's going to speak out. No one's going to bring any attention to this. Are we kidding right now? Are we kidding? But we rather talk about things foreign and deal with things foreign than deal with things domestically right here in this nasty ass land where we live at with these nasty ass people in charge doing nasty ass things to underage children, man. I can't be the only one that sees something wrong with this. I can't be the only one. I'm astounded, man. I'm astounded. I'm angry, man. I'm angry. For the people who just coming in, hit that like button. I'm going to let y'all hear what we're talking about. I want you to hear what we're talking about because y'all have children. Y'all have siblings. Y'all have nephews and nieces. Some of y'all up early right now getting your babies dressed so you can drop your babies off to school and daycare and everything else. But who would imagine that this is how these people look at your children? The same way you look at a plate of food when you're hungry and you done had a long day, it's the same way they're allegedly looking at your damn children, man. And no one has a problem with this, man. Who cares says I went to a Christian school and there was a weird S club and no one did nothing because the high school kids doing it to the younger kids were from wealthy and powerful parents, so they protected them. I just told you how it goes. You're right, and I just told you it's these blue-collar guys. It's these sheriffs. It's the judges. It's your state prosecutors. It's all these people. It's all these people. 41 years old and up. 29% of all white men age 41 years up, man, is convicted of S crimes against children, animals, or women. You can look it up. It's on the 2019 FBI crime database too. It's there. They're busy hollering 1350 for us when we're exonerated at 50% of all falsely accused crimes, 53% to be precise. But this is a problem. This 2977 is real. I don't know what that message was. These guys now have families and children. Who knows what they are doing to their kids? Man, I just realized one of my classmates unalived himself, and I actually beat this guy up, I think in middle school. I beat him up real bad. But anyways, this guy turned out to do this type of stuff. Him and his wife did these things to their own children. Now, the wife is busted and she's going through litigation, so to speak. But he took the coward way out and unalived himself, y'all. He took the coward way out and unalived himself. I'm not going to say his name just out of respect for his family, but damn him. You know what I mean? Didn't like him then, don't like him now, you know. But he even played on our football team with us, y'all. You never know who these people are going to be. You never know who these people are going to be. A guy that went to that school did time for messing with a preteen. Freaking, this is what I'm saying. That's nasty. Right. He did it. He did it. I just don't want to put his name out there. And he's local. He did it. He's dead now. He's dead now. He took his own life. You know, took his own life because he had to do time. And he didn't want to do time, but he did the crime. Now the children are traumatized from that. The children have been removed from both parents, don't have their parents in their lives. They're probably going to get new parents, but they will never get a new start. A new start. A new start. I'm just going ahead and put his name out there, man. His name is Odie Eli. Odie Brock Eli. I'm going to just put his name out there because it's not like I'm lying. You know what I mean? I can show you the news clip. It's not like I'm lying. You know, Odie Brock Eli was his name. You know what I mean? But this is disgusting, man. This is disgusting. And everyone dances around this. Everyone acts like it's normal. These people are acting like they're trying to normalize this, y'all. They're trying to normalize this, man. Screw him, what the heritage he created. Scumbag. It's true. I lie to you not. It's true. It's true. It is true. I kid you not. These are the things we need to be concerned about, but yet we're letting stupid things like racism divide us when they're not even discriminating on children. And with this comes, you know, when you go to church, there's always an irritating organ player, right? You know, churches like to harvest those organs for that get down time, right? Y'all peep me? Y'all know that these are doing times of harvesting. They don't. They look at car seats as like McDonald's chicken nuggets or something, man. That just sounds. Oh my God, man. Oh my God, man. Oh my God, man. Oh my God, man. Everyone else has mental health. Yep. 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 And I went to Palmetto High School. We played on the same football team. Now, Muhammad, am I lying? Muhammad, am I lying? I ain't gonna never come on here and lie to y'all, man. Muhammad, am I lying? Muhammad said he found the clip, y'all, of the guy I'm talking about. Muhammad says he found the clip. Put it in the comment box, Muhammad. Am I lying, Muhammad? Huh? He said, nope, it's all over the news. You can't sue me. I'm never going to come on here and lie to you. I went to school with the creep. I beat him up in the 7th grade. Whooped his something nice at Lincoln Middle School. And now I'm glad I did. I would have beat him again had I knew he was going to grow up and do that to his own damn children. So I'm not lying to you. I'm not lying to you. This is sick, man. Muhammad, you notice they got the wife too, right? The mama? Man, the football locker room was so weird with those diddlers hanging out in the shower for a long time. Oh, man, I better not see them guys, man. Bro, you just never know, man. You just never know. That's what I'm telling y'all. We have a job to do. We have a job to do. All right, Paul says, popular song from the 1970s was called Into the Night. The video starts with a grown 30-something-year-old man knocking on a 16-year-old's door. the Father answers the door, as he should. I've even heard lyrics from Jay-Z talking about underage girls, man. And I was a Jay-Z fan. I don't know how that got by me. Hey, he just dropped the link in the description box, man. If y'all want to go see the article of the scum I went to school with that I was talking about, there's the link. I'm never going to get on here and lie to y'all, man. I'm never going to get... It's easier to believe people when they provide you substance and receipts. That's why I went ahead and said his name. It's not like I can be... It's not like I can be sued for defamation. He actually did do it. You know what I mean? Like, so, true story. You know what I mean? True story. And I went to school with this creep. Real talk. The link is right there in the description box. It's right there. I want to open it so bad, but I wonder what happens if I open it. Let's see. Let's see what happens. Let's see. I don't lose my stream. But it's there, man. This makes no sense. And we've seen this in the music industry all the time. Foxy Brown came in young. Aaliyah came in young. You know, we see this all the time and people act like it's legal, like it's okay. Music is full of that underage crap, man. Beatles even had a couple. She's 17. You know what I mean? Yes, I do know. Right. And they normalize this stuff, man. They normalize it. As y'all come in, hit that like button, please. Because this is a very important conversation. And we need to push this through the algorithm. Moderators, please put it in the chat as they come in. Please hit the like button and subscribe button. You know, we doing work. This is serious, man. We trying to protect people babies, man. We trying to protect people babies, man. Real talk. If we could please put the cash up in the chat, that would be great too. $ Mr. Uncut Consciousness. You know what I mean? $ Mr. Uncut Consciousness. But this is something that needs to be addressed. Instead of them dropping the legal age, think about it, man. They'll raise the legal age of consent for alcohol, but they'll lower the legal age of consent for S. I'm not online begging for nothing, homie. I'm not online begging for nothing. Don't come in here with the bull crap. Don't come in here with the BS. Every time I come on live, my moderators put the cash app in there. So get in where you fit in, homie. Get in where you fit in. Listen, your mama a bomb. Your mama should have swallowed you. There should be no you. Steve Nicks had a song called The Edge of 17. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy? The age of 17. These are the type of things. Thank you. These are the type of things. See this guy right here? This guy right here, he's lonely, y'all. He's lonely, y'all. This guy right here is lonely. That's a lonely soul. Y'all better watch y'all children when he come around too. That is a lonely soul right there. That is a lonely soul right there, man. We're not even gonna give you the energy you're looking for. All right. But these things need to be addressed. For real, for real. For real, for real. Mm-hmm. That's cool. My skin black too. Ain't no drugs here, homie. Ain't no just us black one. What are we looking for this morning? Are you mad because you're the first example of a living abortion, homie? Huh? Mr. Test Tube, you walk around sniffing children bicycle seats, don't you? You pervert, don't you? Don't you? You know what I'm saying? Don't you? No, this is his problem. He's here to defend this. He's here to defend this. You know what I mean? He's here to defend this. He likes little children. He does this type of stuff to his own children. So he's here to defend this. Just Black seems to be the type of person we're dealing with here with Nick Fuentes. Just Black seems to be the type of person who backs these people doing this stuff to young people. You know? So if y'all are in the chat and your children are sitting close to you, we have one in the chat, y'all. We got a PDF in the chat. Y'all make sure y'all hold your children close. Know where they are all times, because R. Kelly's son is now here in the chat, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Diddy is in the chat, y'all. Diddy is in the chat. Just Us Black One. See how quick that works? See how quick that works? Now, y'all heard me say moderators put the cash app in the chat, and that's something we do every time we go live. Did anyone hear me ask for anything? I asked for someone to put the cash app in the chat. I asked for someone to drop that link in the chat. You know, that's what I asked for. But it's okay. We're going to wait for the scum to come back. We're going to wait for the scum to come back. Oh, he's like, your lips are black. You're clearly on drugs. No. No. No, I'm supposed to walk around here pink lip? No. Not at all. But it's crazy, man. It's crazy. I know. I know. He said, don't bother, brother. That sucker was in the EpiPen files too. Already know. You could tell because he came in right away. You know what I'm saying? Oh, we just had a troll. We just had a troll. Just Us Black One. JUSTUS Black One. You know. And thank you, Paul. Paul was on it. Paul wasn't giving him Paul wasn't letting them breathe. Paul was getting bodies this morning. Paul working like the hospital boy. He getting the bodies. He had to be defending it. He came in here with the hoorah. He came in here with the hoorah, y'all. Trying to change the conversation. He had to be trying to defend it. Because we're in here talking against it. And because he heard me tell my moderators to put the cash app in the chat. Now I'm broke. I'm on drugs. I'm begging for money. We know how these people are. But if you rock with me, you rock with me. You already know. All right. Cali Cole Music 8594 says, Muhammad, tell them about the dancing boys in Afghanistan. And don't do that. Don't do that. Hey, y'all get Cali. That ain't how we roll in here. Muhammad, you can handle that yourself since it was addressed to you. Muhammad, you can handle that. I don't want anybody but Muhammad to hand. Thank you. Thank you, Muhammad. Thank you, Muhammad. We don't get down like that, man. I'm so glad I didn't finish reading that. I'm so glad I didn't finish reading that. We ain't gonna get that type of stuff. No, nah, man. Darkness can't fellowship with the light, man. We bringing light to this stuff, man. We bringing light to it. It needs to be addressed. It needs to be addressed. Man, I'm telling you, hey, you can't, I know it's not factual, Muhammad. You're dealing with the same thing I was dealing with. Nobody like to see people like us telling the truth. No one likes that. No one likes that. You're going to face all type of oppositions, but being a truth seeker and a truth teller comes with that territory, my man. So I accept it. You know what I'm saying? It's part of the journey. I accept it. But one thing we can't do, though, is let these people get by with doing this to these children, man. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't follow politics, so they don't even know this type of stuff exists. They don't even know this type of stuff exists. They don't know that it's happening. But we can confirm that it's happening because we hear it, we see it, we know what they're hiding, we know who's involved. It's been an ongoing conversation here forever. But how many more lives have to be ruined? How much more innocence do they have to take from our young for America to get the point to stand on business domestically before you look abroad foreign to handle anything? Now, if you're just coming in, I'm going to play this very disgusting clip one last time. This is the basis of our conversation right now. All right?
Nick Fuentes may finally be in trouble. He may finally blew it. Now, you know, Nick Fuentes, he's made his bones online, disrespecting the black community, talking down on black people, you know, like they all have. You know, he would go on there with Myron. He came, you know, he did his rounds with Candace Owens. You know, all of the sellouts, right? You know, and at some point, they all start to turn on each other. The ship is leaking oil, and Nick Fuentes, he went and said something crazy, right? And I'm not going to say stupid because A lot of these guys feel this way. Jeffrey Epstein, we all know what was going on in Epstein Island with those underage children and stuff like that. Well, this dude got on here and said some of the weirdest stuff, man.
This whole pedo thing, it's like, really, I don't want to be the one that has to say it, but I guess I'm being forced to say it. It's not really okay. They weren't trafficking 5-year-olds. It was like they were technically not legal. Big difference, in my opinion. I know that's a controversial take.
Now, he's who I always thought he was. Now, y'all gotta remember, Epstein's youngest victim was 11 years old. And remember, he was on house arrest, I think down there in Florida, if I remember, because I remember doing those videos. And then he was brought to the Virgin Islands where he had to, he basically had to stand some type of trial for that girl. Y'all remember?
But that's not really the issue there. Okay? The issue is not that they were barely legal teens, which is what it is. It's horrendous. It's awful. It's... Okay, relax. No, the issue is that Epstein is a spy, probably working with Israel. That's the dilemma there. He's working with Israeli intelligence.
So after he makes these comments, Candace Owens, she comes out and says Jeffrey Epstein was sent 12-year-old triplets, girls from a poor family as a birthday present for his French Edo friend Jean-Luc Brunel. He did, bad things to girls as young as 11. This is quite literally pre-pubescent for most girls. What the F are we even doing here, right? Then somebody at the bottom said, I think Nick got a call a few months ago. His sharp 180 on the protected class have been wild to see, right? And, listen, these dudes, man, these dudes are paid out positions, man, because he was talking like this for a long time.
For them, too, number one, but number two, who cares? Who cares? Enough with the Jim Crow stuff. Who cares? Oh, they had to drink out of a different water fountain. Big deal. Oh, no, they had to go to a different school. Their water fountain in that famous picture was worse. Who cares? Grow up, drink out of the water fountain. It's just water. It's the same. Even if it was bad, who cares? Who cares? It's better. It's better in general. We all agree it's better for them. It's better for us.
The reason that we talk about this, by the way, I know a lot of black people see this and they go, man, why are you always talking about black people, this and that? Because there just needs to be some shame here. Well, there's a few reasons. First, white people are every single bit justified in being racist. Every single bit justified, to the extent that that means going out of your way to avoid black people when you see them.
Now, you guys are platform.
I mean, how do y'all feel? How do y'all feel? This is Nick Fuentes. This ain't a left and a right conversation. This isn't a left and a right conversation. And again, this is a two-headed snake right here. Because now we're talking about children, and now Nick does what Nick does, and he brings in the racism as well. The very things that help divide the nation. Who cares says it's garbage. I agree, who cares? But there's so many bigger things for us to be concerned about than the petty things that divide us. The more and more we actually begin to unify and come together, the more and more that we'll see we're more alike than not alike. More alike than not alike. Watch this. Even though I'm black, I think that's dead wrong to do that to children. Who else in the chat, regardless of your color, feels like that's dead wrong to do that to children? Who else in the chat feels like it's wrong for them to take advantage of children like this? Put it in the chat. I'm going to show you how race doesn't mean anything. How we all can be unalike but still be alike. Exactly. It's never right. So it's not based on race. It doesn't matter what someone looks like. It's all about your mindset. Very wrong, says Muhammad. See? 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 So it has nothing to do with race, but race is the great divide. It has something to do with you having a moral compass. Has something to do with being ethical. Has everything to do with being ethical. And checks and balances, man. Mental health. We're going to sit here and say this world wasn't built on racism, and we just heard this guy say what he said about black people, and we see and hear how the government really feels about children and people under age. And no one's worried. No one's alarmed. No one's concerned. I mean, hell, we ought to be beating on a Liberty Bell. You know what I'm saying? We ought to be raising the alarm around here, man. There's going to be Amber Alerts popping up everywhere within this country at this rate if this type of influence continues to spread like wildfire. There's going to be Amber Alerts popping up everywhere in every region of this country if this right here, if this mindset continues to spread like wildfire. From this lineage of people, man. From this lineage of people, man. This is, oh my God. Government doesn't care about any of us, especially the children, man. Division everywhere and people hating the wrong thing. Exactly. I mean, okay, so let's say a lot of people do want to dedicate that time to hating someone because of their race or ethnicity or whatever else. Do we not love children enough to at least put everything else aside and fight for the children first and then reconvene our little stupid fight later? I mean, if we had to, we can't reconvene. And y'all, since the troll came in and the troll accused me of begging for money, I guess I should have used that time to make my announcement. But let me make my announcement. Thank you to all my moderators. Thank you to everyone who stood beside us. Thank you to everyone who gave us a chance. Because this morning I went in my analytics and guess who's eligible for monetization on YouTube now. So thank you for making it possible for me and Brother in the Cut to monetize our channel and to get paid for doing what we enjoy doing, which is bringing truth to you and for speaking out, speaking up, and just being different from everyone else, for thinking outside the box, thinking free, living free. So I guess I should have used Just Us One's interference to make that announcement, but it's a good time. You know what I mean? So we are eligible for monetization. I'm going to go back on the platform and do some damage control first and obtain that LLC, and then we'll get the ball rolling there. But I want to thank everyone. We are eligible for monetization on this channel now. YouTube just let me know this morning. So thank you. And we talking about, like, that's why I started the live saying never give up on your goals. Never give up on your goals. If you have a God-given talent, that's where the substance of that inspiration was coming from at the beginning of this live. You know, that's why, because if it's one thing I never gave up on, it was YouTube. And now it's come to fruition. It's a reality. I would have never thought that me and my brother would become household names or have the opportunity to become household names or the eligibility to be monetized on YouTube. But thanks to like-minded, strong, robust, supportive people like you, you have made the impossible possible. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you to everyone. Just Us One Blacks or Just Us Blacks One. Take that, homie. Take that, homie. All right. Thank you for the congrats, everybody. Thank you for the congrats. All right. Thank you for the congrats. Let's get back to business, though. All right. User TT4X. All right. User TT. Hold on. Let's go back to user TT. It's kind of hard to care for the children when women unalive them. See, that's a two-sided argument too. It's brother, elaborate on that a little bit more. Because it should be all about the children either way. Either way, whether it's through losing children through Planned Parenthood or losing children through the PDF files or any of that. You know what I mean? All of it is wrong. All of it's wrong. All of it. Again, that's why we have to protect children. Again, that is why I couldn't get behind cackling Kamala. Who brings Planned Parenthood buses to a DNC convention, y'all? You out here rallying the people and unaliving their babies for free when those babies could have been the damn future. I can't get behind that. I can't get behind that. What if someone had not loved us enough to let us come through that birth canal? Huh? So how can anyone who's breathing breath in their lungs right now support that and this? All right, Planned Parenthood is a weapon and an energy harvesting, not to mention what are they doing with these babies afterwards. All right, look into the finders, you'll be shocked. Oh, I already know all this stuff about Planned Parenthood and Margaret Sanger and stuff like this. Did y'all know that that's also where those of the LGBTQ committee, did y'all know that's where they go for their hormone shots? Someone asked, what do they do with the babies afterwards? What do you think they're getting those hormones from? Allegedly to be safe, but I know I'm right. I'll just say allegedly so that, you know, I am going to be monetized now, so I have to abide by the community guidelines. So let me say allegedly. Just every member of that alphabet community goes to Planned Parenthood for those hormonal injections when they are changing genders. Now, where would Planned Parenthood be getting these right. I see someone says stem cell research. Yep. There's lots of truth out here, man. There's lots of truth. That's why I would like to rock with people, man, who understand the truth and accept the truth. I can't talk to someone who exercises supreme irrational tunnel vision, man. It gets you nowhere. It gets you nowhere. Tunnel vision is blindness, man. You know what I mean? It's blindness. So we've got these type of things going on all around us. All right, I'm going to read your comment. I hope I don't get in trouble for this. You know what I mean? Hope I don't get in trouble for this. But TT says a dude is a dude, not a woman. I agree, man. I agree. Bruce Jenner always going to be Bruce Jenner. I don't care how much you think he Caitlyn. I can still see the Bruce in him. Hey. If they do Caitlyn background check, it's gonna come back as Bruce. I agree, my man. I agree. I ain't gonna read that. Who cares? I ain't gonna read that. Okay, who cares? I'm gonna try this. He still has a wrecking ball and prostate. I'm gonna put it that way. Hey, my man TT say poor Wheaties. I stopped eating Wheaties a long time ago because I didn't want what happened to him to happen to me. Oh, boy, y'all finna get started up in here, man. Y'all finna get started up in here. He said, yes, Wheaties took a dive. Look, man, I stopped eating Wheaties after I saw what happened to your boy, man. What's his name? Bruce Jenner? Yeah. I stopped eating Wheaties after I saw Bruce Jenner turn into Caitlyn. Boy, I ain't want nothing else to do with Wheaties. Boy, I ain't want that to be, no, sir. won't turn me into Caitlyn. No, sir. I started reading the back of the ingredients and everything on the Wheaties box after I saw that man transform, boy. Like the Olympics opening ceremony. It was, oh, you remember that? Do you remember that? Oh, that was sick. That was disgusting. That was disgusting. I didn't even watch the Olympics after that. And that was the same year that they had, like, maybe one or two of those supposed to be female boxers fighting females in the boxing females in the Olympics, and they were actually guys too. Do y'all remember that? Do y'all remember that when they first started talking about banning men out of women's sports, trans men, and that woman sat there and beat that trans man sat there and beat this organic woman to a pulp in the middle of that ring in boxing to the point to where she had to quit in the middle of the ring. She said, I quit, I quit. But had she been fighting a natural female, it would have been entertaining because, listen, that woman can throw them. The woman that gave up was a woman that's known to throw them things. But you're not throwing with a real woman. You're throwing with a real fake woman. You're throwing with Bruce Jenner. All right. Who cares says, I haven't watched the Olympics for a long time. I used to be excited for them, but not anymore. All right. User TT. Remember when they itched and moaned about S-roids in the Olympics? Yeah, I remember that. And I think allegedly the trans man who beat the heck out of that real woman was probably on them when she did it. That was crazy, man. That was crazy. And then you had Governor Tim Walz running with Harris, and he's trying to put, tampons in boys' public bathrooms in schools in the state of Minnesota. Have you bumped your damn head and lost your mind? I saw this man dressed in drag dancing, y'all, in a motel hallway to a Beyonce song. Real talk. Tim Walz, Governor Tim Walz. Look it up. Look it up. That man weird as hell, boy. That man weird as hell, boy. Man, if a woman wants to fight a man, it's one thing. But them saying it's equal, LOL, well, they living in a fantasy land. I agree. We just have to be careful with our topic because they told me upon monetization, which I haven't hit the button yet because I'm going to go back and do damage control. But they said we can't talk about any conspiracies or anything that hurts people's feelings or stuff like that. So we have to be cautious and cordial. So let me say, if you are a member of the LGBTQ community, in no way, shape, or form are we downing you, or no way, shape, or form is this any shade towards you. We're just bringing value to our heterosexualism and how we see the movement they are trying to push upon everyone. Live your life, live your truth, live your reality, but please, respectfully, your reality isn't ours, but we wish you well on your journey and your endeavors. Okay, can the rest of the chat get behind that? Can we back that? We don't have any problem with the LGBTQ community. We're not down on anybody. We don't want any harm to come to anybody. You know what I mean? All right, who cares says, Tampon Tim and his weirdo jazz hands. Oh, so you know about him. All right. TT says, and we traded a transformer for the Lord of War. TT, welcome to the moderation family. I got to get you. Hey, y'all, welcome TT to the moderator family. He killed that, man. He killed that. Let me read that again. TT say, and we traded a transformer for the Lord of War. God damn, talking about picking your poisons, right? Damn. That was a good one, TT. All right. This has seen, who cares says, this has seen one up close, if you know what I mean. Oh, Tim has seen one up close. Oh, yeah, I know what you mean. You done seen a few of them up close if you just saw I was dancing in drag. Oh, yeah, a man don't move like that. All right. Yes, I do. Who cares? So yes, I do. My best to be careful how I word things, LOL. I've gotten close to having this channel taken down. Hey, I've come extremely close myself, my man. I've come close too. Hey, man, but we gonna be popping, man. We gonna get it up and popping, man. We gonna get it up and popping. We gonna get it up and popping. But man, it's crazy. Like, I don't even want to touch on the Corey Holcomb and Anton Daniels thing anymore because it just doesn't have any. There's nothing positive there to take away from that. There's everything positive to take away from the conversation that we're having, y'all. You know what I mean? There's everything. And that ruins children as well. That ruins children as well. All right, who cares says, I've been banned in comments so many times. I can't remember, LOL. Probably 10 times at least. Hey, who cares be letting go, boy? Hey, you got the right name too, who cares? No, who cares don't give a damn. My man don't give a damn. I rock with you, who cares? Yeah, I rock with you. I definitely rock with you, my man. But this is disgusting, man. The fact that he can say it's not like they were 5 years old. They were just still barely illegal. And he don't consider that PDF. All these missing children, all these people who just want to see their children returned alive. Thank you, who cares? Thank you, fam. All these people who just want to see their children returned alive. How many parents are waiting by the phone right now with missing children, hoping that that phone rings and they can get a positive resolve to this? And we have people backing this. Man, this is extreme. This is extreme. This is horrifying. It's horrifying. 400,000 kids that crossed the border are gone. See what I'm saying? They ain't gone. We know where they at. Hell, they know where they at too. Not the kids, but these type of people we referencing know where those 400,000 kids at. I guarantee it. I guarantee the people we are referencing right now know exactly where those 400,000 kids are. And did y'all notice that the clip said that he bought those 12-year-old triplets from a poor family, y'all? So if 400,000 kids have crossed this border and gone missing, they crossed this border because they come from poor families. So are we paying people off and buying these car seats, y'all? Who cares says the worst of the worst, man. Very hard topic to talk about, but it's necessary to wake up the sheep. Exactly, man. Exactly, man. Exactly. Exactly. Thanks for the wrench. You got it. You got it, Mr. Fix It. Don't be scared to use it. Don't be scared to use it. You know what I'm saying? Don't be scared to use it. Man, this is terrible, man. And TT, that was classic, man. You say we traded in the Transformer for the God of War. That was so damn accurate, man. That was so damn accurate. I couldn't have said it better myself. I couldn't have said it better myself, man. But yeah, it's something weird about this. And then the whole pronoun thing had me too, y'all. The whole pronoun thing. I was already uncomfortable as a heterosexual man, having to look at somebody that I know is a man and still call them the opposite gender because that's what they want to be called. Hell, I want to be called rich. Ain't nobody looking at me and calling me rich. I don't want to be called the N-word no more. And they still call me the N-word. Why I got to look at somebody who think they're a pink Energizer Bunny and call them a pink Energizer Bunny when I know you're a human being? Why? People talking crazy, they are out of here. If they respectful, let them stay. Okay, yeah, that's how it goes. That's how it goes. That's how it goes. And see, you moderators have more of an important job than I do because you guys actually have to make sure that the chat stays a safe space for everyone to come in and share their opinions. And I want everyone to realize that opinions on this channel is always food for thought. So unless they come in just being belligerent and disrespectful, whatever, we'll try to see the premises of their argument, you know what I'm saying, the substance of their conversation, their dialogue. But if they're not being respectful, then you guys have no reason to be respectful and you never have to ask my permission. Pronouns, things is weird, man. Use whatever you want, but don't force me or jail me because I don't know you. Exactly. What I meant by the finders, I do believe it is CP. Yes. You tell me, how do CPS have children coming up missing in their custody? Don't believe me? Look it up. Yes, CPS reportedly has children missing while these children are in their custody too. Yep. Tell me how. Tell me how. Tell me how that's possible. But we want to handle things foreign. Venezuela, Denmark, Greenland, you know, and Iran and China and Colombia and all this stuff. We want to handle all this. We don't want to protect the children that's right here, y'all. We don't want to protect the children that's right here first, y'all. A domestic assignment that we will not carry out because we are too busy looking abroad to conquer a foreign assignment that has no direct benefit to us as the American people, but only to that 1% of the elites. Make it make sense, man. Make it make sense, man. Make it make sense, man. TT says, I've seen a video of, we're going to say car seats. They're driving around car seats. I've seen a video of people driving around in traffic with car seats in Ukraine. It was sickening. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yes, yes, this is a business. Erica Kirk allegedly is known for it. Y'all was wondering why Nicki Minaj, why Erica Kirk interviewed Nicki Minaj. Mr. Let Go put the truth out there. Not only Nicki Minaj's brother is locked up and doing time for messing with underage children, but her husband is a registered S offender too. And you wonder why she linked up with Erica Kirk, and allegedly Erica Kirk was the founder and the owner at 17 years old of the Romanian Angels in Romania and was tied to a military base over there. And allegedly kids kept coming up missing because allegedly this military base was ordering these car seats from Erica Kirk. Romania kicked her out because too many children came up missing. Allegedly. Although I know it's not alleged. Plus, see, okay, so we know something about it. See, when you know something about it, you know something about it. See? It's all coming together. TPUSA, Donald Trump. I don't think Charlie Kirk knew anything about that. I just think Charlie Kirk was just an uninformed and misinformed racist. But I don't think that Charlie Kirk had the character to back something like what they're doing to these children. I personally think Charlie Kirk would have exposed them, which is why someone needed Charlie Kirk out of the way, so to speak, allegedly. You know what I mean? But they're all tied to it, man. They're all tied to it. Erica Kirk has been affiliated with Donald Trump since she was, what, Miss Arizona in his beauty pageant? You know, so this thing goes back a very long way. Yeah, she was a honeypot. Anybody who goes to a job interview and tells the man, you're going to be my husband, and then ends up marrying him, I mean, that's some power right there. That's an arranged marriage. Some things were going to take place in that union. Who cares says, Qatar has that oil money for those tankers. Qatar gave Trump that jet. See the pattern moving like that? Exactly. That's why I keep asking people, and I'm not anti-Semitic. I'm curious, only inquisitive as to why do we back IHOP so much? Why do we back IHOP? Y'all know what I mean by IHOP. Why do we back them? Bagel boys need to simmer down now. They need to, but they never will, man. This thing is heating up. They done went from making bagels to making loaves of bread, man. It's a big club and we ain't in it. I'm glad not to be in it, but I want to know why they keep funding IHOP. Why do they protect IHOP? Why do these people in IHOP get away with everything and they are just as nasty and disgraceful as the people we're talking about that we hope and get exposed from the EpiPen? Come on, man. This is one big rink right here. This is one big ring of just injustice. This is, yes, I don't want to say that Z word because that can get me in trouble. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to just say Zion Williams, Christians are fueling this or a bunch of it. Zion Williams is a basketball player, YouTube. Leave me alone. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying the best way I can, y'all. I'm not used to having to watch what I say. I'm not used to having to watch what I say, but this is what I mean. Before I hit that button to be monetized, I'm going to go back and do damage control on every video, every live, erase whatever, edit whatever. I'm going to make sure YouTube finds nothing wrong so that me and brother in the cut can enjoy this. We can build, we can grow, we can give back to the people that help, you know. Maybe take our show on the road. Who knows, you know. One step at a time, one step at a time, one step at a time. But yeah, you're right. You're right. And they're always protected. Why are they always protected? Why? Okay, I like that. See, that's how you get creative. Fineness it is from now on. That's how you get creative. Fineness. Mm-hmm. 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 That's how you do it. Just switch your words up. Switch your spelling up. That's how you do it. They can't stop us from being creative. Look to who you can't criticize. Kind of like, yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. We just got to switch it up and be creative. That's all. You know what I'm saying? They just forcing our hand with creativity. That's all it is. But no, this is very sad, man. It's very offensive to know that they can do this to these children, man. Um, I'm gonna wrap this one up. I'm not even gonna get into the conversation of Corey Holcomb and Anton Daniels because there's really nothing good to take away from that, and I don't want to promote that on this channel. You know, I always want to do something that's going to leave a positive light, a positive message, and something that's going to wake people up, something that's going to inform people. You know what I mean? Yes, if there's something you can't talk about, that's how you know. Exactly. Exactly. And we know, and you know what? Those people you talking about, those finest, they own YouTube. They own Facebook. They own all of that. That's why we have to watch what we say. They own your major mainstream news networks. They own all of that. So we have to watch what we say. So again, shout out, salute, and thank you to Mr. Let Go on YouTube for having some great lingo because I follow you a lot. I borrow your lingo. I borrow it to my platform. I want everyone to know that when I say IHOP or when I say EpiPen files, that credit goes to Mr. Let Go on YouTube. All right. Who cares, says? All right, man. I have a busy day. Maybe doing paperwork at my new bomb job. I just got waiting for my background check to clear. All right. TT says, back when it was Bush versus Kerry, both skull and cross. Yes. Yes. All right. Who cares, says, by everyone, man. I appreciate everyone here. I appreciate everyone here, everyone who stops through, everyone who makes my platform their home, everyone who helps me keep the platform cordial where other people can make it their home as well. I appreciate people who think like me. I even appreciate those who don't think like me. You know, it just proves that we can always have a conversation. If we can sit down and we can talk about these things, our government leaders can sit down and talk about these type of things too, y'all. That's the example I want to create here. All right. With that being said, man, y'all know what to do, man. Get your one-on-one. Get your one-on-one. Get your one-on-one with the Most High, the eternal spiritual Father, man. Always do the right thing and move the right way, man. Always do the right thing and move the right way, man. You know what I'm saying? Always. One time, I see in the comment box. Put in the comment box, y'all. One time. Yeah. Congratulations to the channel. Congratulations to y'all for helping us become eligible for monetization. It's been a long road. It's been hard work. There's still lots of hard work to do, but I know y'all will be there every step of the way, and we appreciate y'all. We love y'all, man. We love y'all, man. Stand strong and stand on who you are, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all stay prayed up, stay blessed up, stay meditated up, stay protected, stay real, stay conscious, stay uncut, be inspired, be great, and man, why would you want to be anybody else but you? Be you, y'all. Love to everybody. Ashe.